was a struggle. Okay, let's see. If I did the slides advance? Did you all see the agenda now? Okay, cool. So here's just a quick rundown of what's going on. We're going to do the call of order, which is kind of right here, I guess. We're going to do guest speaker, which is again Rachel Thompson. We're going to do the approval of the minutes, which hopefully Sydney will be back by then. We'll do reports. So if you are a member of the exec team or on the Senate and have some cool information to share, be preparing a little spiel for that section. I'll also do a little student involvement update. And then we'll do our normal new business and adjournment. So because Rachel kind of needs to get going, we're going to kind of get her started, but feel free to use the chat, raise your hand, whatever you need to do. We're happy to get you all your questions answered. So without further ado, the best headshot I've ever seen in my entire life. Rachel, take it away.
Right. Hi, everybody. How are you? Happy Friday. I love seeing this huge picture of my face on your screen. So if you guys want to unpin this video, go for it. Just kidding. Okay, so my name is Rachel Thompson, as Mindy had mentioned, and I am the new Guest Relations Manager for MSC Operations and Event Services. That being said, I'm the person, whenever you guys make your Mazevo requests, I'm the person that gets those. So I just wanted to briefly go over Mazevo with you guys and just making some event requests. I'm sure you guys really know the process. So just if you have any questions at the end, I'd be happy to answer those. I know there's been some confusing things going on, so I wanted to clarify some of those things. And then also I just wanted to introduce myself since I am new here. I started working about 2 months ago. So now you can put a face with probably all the emails that you get from me if you guys are booking event requests in the MSC. So first.
So really quick, what is Mazevo?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. What is that? Who is she?
Some people might not.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just kind of assumed everybody knew what I was talking about. So Mazevo is the event reservation application that you guys will use if you ever would like to book a room inside of the Millennium Student Center. We also have a Habitat available as well as Provincial House, but I mainly just over the event spaces within the MSC. And if you guys don't know all the event spaces, that would include the Fireside Lounge, Pilot House, which is down where Subway is, the Nosh, which I'm sure you guys are all very familiar with, my favorite place on campus because food, the Century Rooms, A, B, and C, those are those big ones on the 3rd floor, SGA Chamber, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with, considering this, I don't know, maybe you're not. That one is on the 3rd floor, just right up the escalators, the very first room that kind of has like theater seating. What else? And all the small rooms on the 3rd floor. So if you guys are ever looking to book any of those for your events, I will be your contact person. So quickly going over how to do that. I'm not sure if there's an easier way to do this, but I just would type in UMSL Event Services onto Google and click UMSL Event Services. And there is a tab that says request a space. I'm so sorry that I guess I could have like done this, shared my screen with you guys. Do we want to do, oh, thank you, Mindy, what a rock star. Thank you so much. Okay, there's the link.
You know, it might be helpful though if you walk us through, I don't know, students who have made reservations, would it be helpful to see the process? Max, you're the one right below me, so you just tell me if she should share screen.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to like do too much. I just wanted to make sure that like this is what you guys want to do.
I think so. I think there's some confusion about how to do that. So let me stop sharing and I'll give you access to share.
I haven't done this in so long.
And then real quick, while Rachel's pulling that up, one thing to know is that our office communicates with their office, and only folks in Triton Connect as a president or treasurer have access to this website. So in case you're like, what? I've gone to that and I don't have, you might not be a president or a treasurer. And if there is a mistake and maybe you should have access, we can clarify that, but not just any student has access to Mazevo.
Is this, I have 3 screens. I'm so, not to flex how many screens I have, but
Rachel,
is
we're
this one-
seeing your Zoom, open Zoom meetings
This-
screen.
is this it? No.
We're still seeing the Zoom, open Zoom meeting screen.
Oh my goodness. What do I know? Oh my
Still
God.
the same. You're good. Share screen is difficult.
I feel like
everybody,
such
when
an
you have-
old person right now. Like, how do you share your screen?
I had that
Okay.
same question earlier, so are you calling me old?
No, I'm just kidding. Now are we good? Is it good? Oh my God.
Yes, we're
Yes?
seeing request a space. Cool.
Yes. Okay. All right. So request a space. Boom. President and treasurers, these are for you guys. And I was informed that I think that you might need to get approval before you can start making requests as a treasurer and president. So the very first time you log into Mazevo, you might not be able to do it to make a request right away. You'll just have to wait for Dorian Hall, which is my supervisor, to approve you guys in our system. So Mazevo, this is that very fancy, sophisticated word I've been using this whole entire time. It's just an application. Just click it. You will log in with your UMSL SSO. And then there's also a password. So you'll do your password. So I just realized that mine looks nothing like your guys' looks. I think that you guys have this ability. I think what it says is request a reservation. I want to say that's what it says.
Rachel, would it be helpful if I logged in?
It might be.
Okay, and you're kind of breaking up a little bit. Do you mind like talking a little louder or closer to your
Yeah.
screen
I'm
just for
so
the
sorry.
recording? Nope, you're good. There's just lots of questions about this. So let's,
Okay, I didn't know it was like a really hot topic, so that's why I'm not like super prepared, so sorry.
no, you're good. Well, you stop sharing and then I'll share and log in.
Perfect. Yes.
I
thank
think
you.
I should probably have the same access that the student groups have because I'm not
Okay.
special.
So I guess I can just go over and talk to you guys kind of about some basics of it, and then we can go through and do an event reservation just so you guys can get a feel for that. So like I said, you'll log into Mazevo with your SSO ID, your UMSL SSO, and your password. So one thing is seems to be kind of an issue is understanding that you need to put this in to Mazevo as a request before you can get a pricing quote. And so what happens is you'll make an event request, I'll get it on my end, I'll approve it, I'll put what needs to be in it. If you guys want microphones, if you guys want like a presentation, a computer, I'll put that in, I'll get the pricing, and I send you guys an event confirmation. And then you guys will be able to see, oh, it's $75. Oh, it's free. Okay, it's $75. I need to send this to SABC in order to request SABC allocation. So I think that some people just didn't understand that needs to happen before you can make an SABC allocation request. And those need to be submitted at least 4 weeks in advance, meaning that if you're going to request a space that you think it's going to cost money, try and do that more than 4 weeks ahead of your event, if that's possible. All right, add new request. That is what it is. Makes sense. All right. So we can quickly, I don't think that we can skip ahead to new things. So if we want to go ahead and make a really fun, super cool event, that's like definitely going to happen. Oh, awesome. All right, everybody's invited.
So this drop down, I think you all will just have access to whatever organization you are tied to in Triton Connect. So the Office of Student Involvement is sponsoring my birthday party. And I think there's going to be 100 people. That's actually a lie. I'm not that popular. Let's do 20. And my birthday's coming up, big 35.
So we do ask that you guys request at least. So if it's like a smaller event and you know it's going to be free and you don't have to make an SABC allocation, we ask that you guys do about 5 business days in advance.
Okay, so I'd be good with the 16th then, right? Because that's more than 5
Yes.
business days. Okay. And we'll do a little like lunch thing. How about? So you need to know all this information when you're filling out your event stuff. I want it to be in the Millennium Student Center, but here are all those options.
Just wanted to update. So these are all the spaces that we are over as of right now today. You guys mainly are going to be using Millennium Student Center. But we do have a few outdoor spaces. We do have Provo. We do have Ed Collab, which is that big glass building on South Campus. Super cool space. I definitely recommend having more events in that space. You guys should check it out. JCPenney Conference Center will no longer be available for us as of December. So you can just take that off the list, no longer available.
So we'll do Millennium Student Center, and this will show you all the rooms that are available at that date and time, correct?
Correct.
So say someone already has something booked on November 16th from 12 to 2, that room will not show up as an option, in my experience.
It looks like Lauren likes to program on an Ed Collab. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Who is
Okay,
she?
so
What Lauren, what organization are you with? If you don't ask me. Are you with Plexo maybe?
I'm with the UMSL Educate team.
Oh yes. Okay, got it.
So you'll see, I actually don't have a lot of options that day. There must be something going on. So like all the Century rooms are booked. It looks like the small meeting rooms are booked. So I think let's do Pilot House. That's a party down there. And then Rachel, what is this? This is what a lot of people get confused about, because this doesn't look like the Pilot House. So what do I click?
All right, I'm gonna answer this. I'm gonna answer Ryan's question right after.
Oh, perfect.
So these are like kind of like however you envision how you need the space to be. I love that they have added photos because it'll say like conference for us, it'll say theater. I'm like, what the heck is that? So all these pictures, so theater style, just chairs facing the way that you want it. And in these spaces, it will kind of give you the normal setup that we can do in those spaces. So it looks like in Pilot House, mainly all that we can do is theater given the space. But if you guys have other requests, review attached diagram. You guys can upload your own diagram if you're like super savvy and have a diagram drawn out. Review setup notes. I think that you're able to kind of type in what you want. So let's say that you do just want like 5 tables in front of Subway facing the stage. Just let us know that and we'll get that set up in there for you. Yeah, our president.
So I'll just do default because I'm probably gonna meet with Rachel anyway to talk about my reservation so we can work through those.
Okay. Means as is. So everybody knows if you want a space default, if you want default, it means just as it is.
Perfect.
Sorry, let me answer this question really quick. So Ryan asked why is JCPenney not allowed? So basically they're gonna undergo construction starting January. So we are losing event spaces and be offline for a good while.
But super exciting. The Welcome and Alumni Center is going to be over there as soon as it's finished. It's going to be like brand new. So some exciting things to come. Okay, Rachel.
Make a note about this part.
I'll say this part is very confusing.
Yes.
So like, what is this?
My advice. Yes, all rise for the press. Yes, Miss President has entered the chat. Yay. Madam President, I'm sorry, my bad. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you guys, I think what would work best for you and for me on this part, just skip this part. Just skip it. Basically what this is asking is what AV do you guys need? And I added a question into the event questions where you guys can just tell me what you need and I'll be able to put it in there. So just skip this part because it's confusing.
Agreed. Even as someone who works here, I'm like, I don't understand.
Just skip it. All right. I feel like these are pretty self-explanatory. I don't know. I'm not on this end of things. So if you guys have questions, let me know. So this part, this like detailed description is very nice for us, just so that we can get a good understanding of kind of the setup that you need and the AV that you need. So sometimes people will just like put a whole bunch of like information in there that like neither of us really need. And so it's like more work for you guys and it's like more work for us because I have to be like, what do you guys actually need? So she did good about letting me know that there's going to be like cake and snacks. So I know to put like a table for food in there. PowerPoint. Yeah, this is great. Good stuff. So this is a question that I added to make it easier for you guys. If you need microphone, projector, speakers, whatever you need, put it in here and I'll get that onto the reservation for you guys.
So Rachel, if I don't know what you would need, because I'm not tech savvy, if I just put that, will you know? Oh, okay, then I need a projector, this and that.
Yes, please. Yes. If you know you need a PowerPoint, if you know they need to play music, any of that, just put it in there and I'll know what to do. So that's perfect. I love that.
And streaming service, is that like Hulu and Netflix, or what do you mean by
Yeah,
that?
so like if you guys want to have a copyright violation, want to play Netflix, no, I'm just kidding. So this is if you guys want to live stream your event.
Live stream, okay.
Live streaming your event. So if you guys like, if you want to live stream it to Zoom or whatever, we offer that service. I will say is kind of a big fee. I recommend just like using your phone. But yes, we do offer that service.
I wish we'd have alcohol. We'll just have, it's my birthday, I'm turning 35. We'll do no alcohol here, but maybe that'll be the after party. Because I am of age and it's appropriate. Okay, so we just fill all this stuff out. I think I said 2 o'clock. How much time to clean up?
I did want to talk about pricing really quick.
Yeah, go
for
ahead.
you guys.
I actually have
So
a
I know it's-
question. Oh, I'm sorry. My fault.
No, yeah, so your fault. You're not allowed to speak. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Wait, can I, oh. All right, so my question is if we could go back up to the first question on there. What does that mean by initiative?
Good question.
That is a good question. I will say I did not make these questions. What is the initiative of an department? Hold on. So it's just saying like, it's basically just asking like if a student org is like, if somebody of UMSL's creating this event, basically. Yeah.
All right,
so
thank you.
Should always, hopefully you're a student here. I assume that you are because you're at the SGA meeting. So you just say yes.
Yes. All right.
Perfect.
Cool.
Yes. Awesome. Good question, actually.
So Rachel, what is this? What I need to know? What's a Mo code? Do I need to know that?
I think the answer that you put in there is, I think that's just what everybody should put in there. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Okay, so Mo code is what we use to charge your guys's, to charge basically the price. And kind of what I said, this all comes back to that SABC allocation that you guys will do. So I don't think that you guys have access to your Mo codes. Is that correct?
They do not. So
Okay.
all student orgs, you will leave this one blank because again, our office says communicate. So Rachel or whoever's handling your event will work with Michaela to get what Mo code to charge. You don't have to worry about Mo codes. But I know some students have been like, what is that? Oh, you don't even have access to that. So that would be an us thing.
Yes, and so like I said, just making sure that you're getting that SABC allocation in the request for allocation in 4 weeks before the event. So making sure that you're filling this out before that SABC allocation request so that you can get the pricing for it. And we're usually pretty super quick. Probably within that day, you will get the price back. Speaking of pricing, I will go over that really quickly. I do have a little Excel sheet that I wanted to share with you guys because I know it's confusing that you guys can't look at the prices before you do this. So I kind of wanted you guys to have access to that. Mindy is a rock star and just shared it with you guys. Thank you for doing that. You guys can bookmark this. I just think it's easier because you're having to plan 4 weeks in advance, and I know how that is. So I think it's best if you guys have an idea of pricing. So all of the event spaces inside the MSC that I went over are all free for student organizations, just as a room. So all the rooms, if you're just going to use the room, it's free. What starts occurring costs is if you guys need AV. So that means if you guys like need a microphone, if you need a computer, a laptop, or a presentation, those are going to start incurring fees unless you're in the small rooms. So that's 313, 14, 15, and 16 on the third floor. And those come with standard packages and can hold about 30 to 35 people max. And those will come with that computer screen and access to a computer so that way you guys can do presentations, and that is all included in the room. So that is free for you guys to use. Other costs are if your event is after hours. And after hours is anytime after 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, after 5 p.m. on Friday, and any weekend events. So that will be, usually it's about $65 because there's a minimum charge that we put on unless your event is more than 4 hours long. So I just wanted to let you guys know that there are like some fees, and some like, why are there fees? I don't know. There just are. And then also if you guys are ever renting the rotunda spaces, those you can also rent rotunda spaces, just so you know. I don't think that people know that. You can rent the third floor rotunda or the second floor. And there is a labor fee for us having to move the furniture. So those are kind of where the fees come in. And hopefully that pricing sheet helps you guys.
Rachel, I think this pricing sheet is awesome because I
Yay.
think myself and even other student orgs are kind of unsure. And I know these are kind of also subjective, but even just to have a, oh, okay, that's what it's going to be, is helpful. So.
I think if we're asking you guys to have to ask SABC allocation 4 weeks in advance, it just helps like kind of getting an idea of how much you need to budget in advance. So hopefully that helps.
Rachel, is this sheet online anywhere, or will it be, or can we put it somewhere?
Yes, it is. So if you go back to that UMSL event services page, I don't know if you still have that. Would you be able to go back to that?
Are you watching my computer change?
No.
Okay. So no, I can't right now, but it's on
Okay,
the
cool.
website, you say?
Yeah, so it is on our website, so that UMSL Event Services homepage under event spaces. If you click that and click Millennium Student Center, it has a button that says campus rates. And that's where you'll find that.
Rachel, I know you have something you need to get to, but I know several folks here have reserved space for their student orgs. I see their name. Have any of you run into issues that you have questions about, or something for the good of the order?
Please ask questions. Also, my next thing got canceled, or got pushed back. So we're good. I didn't overcomplicate things. But if you guys ever need anything, I am inside the MSC suite that's located within the Office of Student Involvement on the 3rd floor. If you guys ever want to come in and chat about an event idea or event questions, feel free. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Rachel. That was really helpful. We know a lot of students were just confused, and other staff members. So thank you for coming today.
All right. Well, have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Yay, Sydney's back. Sydney, do you want me
Hello.
to share the PowerPoint?
Oh, I can do it.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks
thank
guys
you.
for being so patient. I was actually in an orientation for my study abroad and I was running a little bit late today. But we got it all taken care of. So hello, thank you. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week. Welcome to November. I feel like it's been so long. Really, it's been going so quickly, but everything is so long. Okay, so we're going to approve the minutes. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Awesome. So the minutes are approved. Thank you, guys. Okay, so I just have a couple quick things. So just as a quick reminder, our Safe Walk is moved to the spring. We're going to talk with PD and we're going to announce a date in the December assembly. If you guys have any questions about that, please let us know. But just keep in mind that that's when all of the things are going to be told to you guys. We will be hosting a town hall meeting. So that's going to be November 18th in the Fireside Lounge at 12:30 to 2 o'clock p.m. So it's going to be 2 weeks from today. So this is where you can come and talk to us pretty much about anything you want. So if you have any issues on campus, if you have any passion projects, you have anything you're struggling with that you just can't seem to find the answer to, come chat with us about that. We're also going to have a little bit more information about the UMSL strategic plan. So if you have heard about that, that is just our 5-year plan for UMSL's growth. If you haven't heard about it and you would like to, we'll have people there who can answer all your questions with it. So come and chat with us about that. If you want more information, there's always information on the UMSL website about the strategic plan. So if you want to review it before then, you can do so as well. If you're looking to get involved, maybe you want to get to be a part of student government in the spring or in the next upcoming academic year, or if you just want to get involved on campus, want to network with other students, and pretty much anything and everything else in that little realm, you can come and chat with us. We'd love to hear from you. We're going to have a feedback session. You can anonymously give feedback to us, or you can anonymously tell us some of your campus issues, and we'll take those to the people that need it. But yeah, feel free, and we would love to have you guys stop by. And then just again, that is going to be November 18th in the Fireside Lounge in the MSC from 12:30 to 2 o'clock p.m. So pretty much just like a meeting here, starts at the same time and it'll go until 2. And you don't have to stay the entire time. You can drop in and out during that time as well. Does anyone have any questions about those? Awesome. Okay, so Mindy's going to go ahead and give a little student involvement update.
Hi, everyone. Not a ton to talk about, but Sydney, if you'll advance the slide really quick. Mindy Dilly, she, her, hers, Associate Director of Student Involvement. I'm also SGA's advisor, so I kind of play 2 roles here. Just really quick, we had trunk or treat last Saturday, and it was awesome. We checked in over 800 or 600 folks, community members. I wanted to thank the organizations that had trunks there. So I have a list here. It's Alpha Phi Omega, Associated Black Collegians, ASUM, Criminology and Criminal Justice Graduate Student Association, Delta Zeta, Kappa Delta Pi, Minority Student Nurses Association, PLIXA, PRISM, SIGTA, SGRO, SAC, and UMSL Campus Recreation. So it was a lot of fun, and we appreciate you all being there. With that being said, I kind of want to just give you an update that the OSI keeps track of our events that we host. And just to let you all know, we've had 49 events so far with a little under 3,400 attendees. So for those of you that attended last meeting with Michaela Wells, where we talked about some new requirements for SABC funds, one of those is that you track attendance at those events that SABC are funding. It's for this purpose. We'll talk just now. SABC is out of money for fall 22. We've allocated over $40,000 in one semester. And there's no, like, some student groups have been like, what do you mean? Are we being punished? You're not being punished at all. Just unfortunately, that's how much money we have each semester. But next semester, when we have that data that says, well, SABC really helped fund 75 events and we touched this many students, we're able to use that data at the UM system wide level to be like, we need more money or we need to push for more initiatives. So I don't want you all to think that's a punitive thing. It's actually really good for your org too, to be keeping track of attendance for follow-up purposes, retention, recruitment, and also to be like, hey, we hosted 3 events with 300 people. That's awesome. So that, like I did mention, SABC is out of money for fall 22. It's a first come, first serve basis. So that's why we really encourage you to get in there early. The early spring request process is actually open right now, because you heard Rachel say for SAB, you have to submit an SABC allocation request 4 weeks in advance of your event. Well, if you have an event the first 4 weeks of school in the spring, you don't get a chance to do that. So that's why there's a special period if you're wanting to host a welcome event for your organization or do something during spring launch for the new students. That process is open now, and it's open through the 22nd of November. And these are for the spring events. So there's a new $40,000 pot. I don't want you to like, but Mindy, you just said they were out of money. This is for the spring event, and that's a different pot of money. And then lastly, homecoming save the day. I wanted to make sure that you all had that on the books. It's going to be February, and I spelled February wrong. Anyway, no, I didn't. The 23rd through 25th. And we're going to have the chili feed, pack the stands. It's going to be really fun. We're going to have a lot of cool events, and there's a student committee planning those. And real quick, before I stop talking today, the OSI is hiring some specific student programming positions, specifically student organizations. If you're interested in helping Michaela with student organizations and SABC. If you're interested in working with Dakota Miller for LGBTQ plus and diversity initiatives, that position is open. And then also, if you haven't had the chance to meet our new coordinator for new student experiences, Blaine McVeigh, he's going to be coordinating the weeks of welcome, kind of helping being that transition for the new students from when they get admitted to then being involved. He will also be hiring for a student. So our student program managers are a little different than maybe our front desk assistants, who are also amazing. But these are specific students who are interested in that specific functional area and are kind of that staff members, like personal little interns. So you get actually given a lot more responsibility. You potentially plan events, you have access to a large budget that you oversee. So it's kind of a little different experience opportunity. So more information will be coming about that. I just wanted to put that out there. If any of you are interested, or if you know someone, we need rock star people, y'all. So don't be suggesting folks that just want an easy peasy on campus job. We need I don't know if any of you know Emily Nelson, who's our student program manager for Jessica Mode. She works with UPB. Like, she's the bomb.com. We need people like that. So, and Andrea Rojo is our student program manager for Fraternity and Sorority Life. We need good people. So, but I know a lot of you are that. So be looking out for more info, or feel free to reach out to me if you just want to put your name in the hat, and I will share that. So thanks, everyone. Can you believe it's November 4th and it's like 80 degrees? Anyway, Sydney, back to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Cindy. Okay. So with that, I will just move on here. Does anyone have any new business that they would like to bring up? Just as a reminder, and for anyone who is new, this can look like anything, any concerns, questions, organization-specific questions, personal specific questions. Yeah, comments as well. Anything is welcome in new business.
I have something.
Yes.
I'm from the Pre-Med Society, and we just recently learned that WashU is creating a grant to support the development of biomedical and clinical research programs. And UMSL is not being considered for this grant because in their eyes, we don't need that money, but many students in our organization feel like we do. So we are writing a grant proposal, and we need, what is it called? Testimonials from people who are in STEM or people who believe that we need better research programs.
I love that. So with that, do you want to put your email in the chat and I can get in contact with you directly? Are you interested in student government, like putting them out there so that students know that you need testimonials? Or is there anything else you want student government, excuse me, to do?
Yes, if we can get the word spread around.
Yes.
We haven't had a lot of people come to our meetings, so I don't think a lot of people know that we're even doing this. So
yep, we can absolutely do that. And for everyone here as well, who's representing your organization, if you think of anyone in your organization, and if you want to relay this back to your organization, that would be fantastic. But yeah, so sorry, I don't actually have the ability to see the chat right now since I'm screen sharing. But if you do want to, if you haven't already, put your email and name in there, and I can get in contact with you a little bit more about this.
Sydney, it's in there. We're good.
Perfect. Okay. Sorry, I just can't see the chat.
You're good. And that's amazing. I'm excited to get the word out about that. So thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's kind of unfortunate that UMSL is not being considered for that. But I'm really glad that you guys are taking the steps for that.
thank you for just giving us the space to even voice this. So
anytime, truly. And then if it's not time sensitive, you guys are also more than welcome to come to the town hall meeting if you have flyers, and you guys can do that and kind of promote it there as well if you'd like. All right, is there anything else? Okay, if you guys do think of anything, feel free to email us, contact us, and we will be here, or you can come visit us on our town hall meeting. And keep plugging that, I swear. Okay, and so with that, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for attending. We will see you next month for our December 2nd assembly meeting. I will be putting the attendance log in the chat here momentarily. All right. And so once you have filled out this attendance sheet, you are more than welcome to go ahead and log off the meeting and have a fantastic weekend and rest of your month.
Hey, Sydney, I had a question.
Yes.
With the Zoom meeting for, will this change like monthly, or can we use the same Zoom link? As far as like connecting to the SGA meetings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shelly, I'll actually answer that for you just because I set it up. So I would have liked to do a reoccurring meeting because that makes the most sense and that's easiest. But I don't know if you've ever had to do a reoccurring meeting where you record. Zoom like freaks out and like deletes them. And we had a lot of trouble with that. So unfortunately, it's going to be a new link every month. But I'm going to update the Triton Connect as soon as possible. So that's out there. And then we're also going to send out that email the week of. So trust me, I wish we could do a reoccurring. Zoom was being a punk. So unfortunately, it will be a different one each month.
Okay, and so will the email come to everyone who registered for the SGA? Because this time I didn't get an email this week, and I was sitting on saying it was waiting for like the host to start the meeting, but it never connected.
Okay, so Shelly, it actually gets sent to all of the organization officers. However, if are you in the SGA portal? Like, have you
Not
added your?
sure.
Okay, I will actually just make sure you're on there because we're also going to send it that way. So if you, we can't send it to all students, or all students would be like, this is lame, doesn't apply to me, delete. So, but I will make sure that you're in the portal and we'll send it out that way as well. I'm so sorry about that.
Sounds good. No
I wish we could
worries.
do the
Thank
reoccurring.
you.
I promise it's easier.
No worries. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, I didn't even know my video was off that whole time. I was like, yeah, Shelly. All right, Sydney, you just let me know whenever you're ready to wrap up and I'll end it.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to give people another about 2 minutes here until 1:15 just to fill out that form for attendance, and then we can go ahead and log off.
So I'm going to stop
But
recording.
yeah, thanks again, guys.